Last-minute bar exam tips: nail your exam with confidence. I can vividly recall when I first took the bar exam. I was incredibly stressed and felt immense pressure as it was my first attempt. I had a strong desire to pass the bar on my first try because my mother had taken out a loan to fund my review. But during my second attempt, I was determined to pass the bar and promised myself that it would be my last attempt. Throughout my review, I dedicated extensive hours to studying and even forecasted potential bar questions and to memorize their answers. My goal was to make my responses with a legal tone while minimizing the need to memorize many things, but only those I forecasted, and those basic principles. As a result, I maintained a calm and focused mind during the final week of the bar review because I had confidence in the effort I had put in. I refrained from overwhelming myself with additional materials or topics and concentrated solely on my notes. I didn't give preference to any particular subject. I distributed my attention evenly. In the last 2 weeks leading up to the bar exam, I structured my study schedule to match the actual exam. If a subject was scheduled for the morning session, I dedicated my mornings to studying, memorizing, or familiarizing myself with that subject, and the same applied to the afternoon subjects. This consistency boosted my confidence, and by the time of the actual exam, I was able to recall all the material I had studied over the past 4 to 6 months. I typically get 6 hours of sleep, so if I aim to wake up at 4 a.m., I made sure to sleep by 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. to prevent burnout. My practice routine included answering at least one question for each bar subject. For instance, on Mondays, I answer one political law question and one labor law question. Afterward, I sought feedback and constructive criticism from a lawyer friend, who I trust and know will not judge me. My memorization technique involved maintaining a single 10 to 20 pages notes where I recorded all the information I needed to memorize for each specific subject based on the syllabus. This approach helped me maintain a logical and organized structure in my notes. On the day of the exam, I went to bed by 8 p.m. I closed my eyes and attempted to recall the syllabus's flow and key topics that I was confident would appear. I did this while my eyes were closed, in order for me to fall asleep around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. to guarantee I woke up on time. I asked a friend to call me aside from setting an alarm. I arrived at the testing center 1 hour and 30 minutes before the gates closed to avoid any last-minute rush and added stress. While waiting, I refrained from reading and instead focused on mentally reviewing the syllabus's flow and content. Periodically, I practiced breathing exercises and sought divine guidance through prayer. During the exam, I make sure to listen and carefully read the instructions. I began the exam with a moment of prayer and then dedicated the first hour to answering questions at a relaxed pace. After that, I divided the remaining questions proportionally among the remaining time. I maintained a brisk pace during this phase. In the final hour, I ensured I completed all questions with 10 minutes to spare so I could review my answers for grammatical errors. It is essential to stay confident and trust in your preparations and ability to spot issues. Whenever possible, I applied the IRAC method or the issue, rule, application, and conclusion method to craft organized, clear, and concise responses. I also proofread my answers for spelling and grammar errors 10 minutes before the end of the exam. In conclusion, my best wishes to all bar exam takers. You've done your part, and now it's time to trust in your efforts and let fate take its course, and most importantly, let God do the rest. Believe in yourself, for you are on the path to becoming a lawyer. Good luck.